I've got an extremely critical warning for you. There has been recently an increase in the number of people having their social media accounts suspended due to AI-related offenses. Yes, you heard that right, banned. AI models that generate art, music, and code by learning from the work of others have grown in popularity over the last year. However, these techniques gain prominence. Unsolved legal problems may determine the field's future. Let's start by discussing a big issue that has recently surfaced: copyright claims on AI-generated work. Whether you use AI to create images, music, or written content, there is a considerable risk that someone will take it and claim it as their own. Worse, you could accidentally exploit copyrighted material generated by the AI, putting you in hot trouble. Imagine spending hours polishing an AI-generated artwork only to discover that another author has claimed it, or that the AI included parts from copyrighted works. It's a terrible scenario that's becoming increasingly common. The terrifying truth about AI copyright is that nobody knows what will happen next. Consider Holly Mengert, a Disney illustrator who discovered that her art style had been replicated as an AI experiment by a mechanical engineering student from Canada. The student downloaded 32 of Mengert's pieces and spent a few hours training a machine learning model to mimic her style. But is this fair? Can Mengert do something about it? As experts have declared very clearly, everything that is now taking place in the realm of generative AI is legally sound, and any lawsuits will fail. In the United States, there is no copyright protection for works created exclusively by AI or machine. The law states that only works created by people can be copyright protected. For example, in 2019, the Copyright Office refused to give copyright to a work made by an AI named Creativity Machine. They stated clearly that copyright is intended to protect human creativity. They reinforced this stance in 2022, claiming that only works produced from human ingenuity can be protected. So before you start an AI side hustle, make sure you understand all of the legalities that could result in a ban on your accounts. Even many well-known companies have been forced to pay large fines and damages as a result of major AI violations. Before we get into the details, here are some quick facts about the growing realm of artificial intelligence and its impact on the workforce. According to Morgan Stanley, AI's current impact is $2.1 trillion, affecting around 25% of the workforce. This sum is predicted to rise to $4.1 trillion in the future years, representing around 44% of the labor force. Returning to big names, here are a few high-profile AI disasters over the last decade to show what might go wrong. In February 2024, Air Canada was ordered to pay for damages to a passenger after its virtual assistant made a significant error. Jake Moffat sought out to Air Canada's virtual assistant after his grandma died in November 2023. He was looking for information on bereavement prices, and the AI chatbot informed him that he could purchase a regular price ticket from Vancouver to Toronto and then apply for a bereavement discount within 90 days. However, when he did this, they declined his refund request and he lost out financially and even mentally. In August 2023, the tutoring company iTutor Group agreed to pay $365,000 to resolve a lawsuit with the US Equal Employment Opportunities Commission. The EEOC claimed that the company, which provides remote tutoring services to Chinese students, used AI-powered recruiting software to automatically reject female applicants aged 55 and up and male applicants aged 60 and up. According to the EEOC, this software resulted in more than 200 qualified applicants being unfairly denied. In 2023, attorney Stephen A. Schwartz got in trouble with US District Judge Kevin Castell for utilizing ChatGPT to investigate examples for a lawsuit against Colombian airline Avianca. Schwartz utilized the AI chatbot to uncover earlier cases to back up Avianca employees Roberto Matters claimed for injuries received in 2019. The snag, at least 6 of the incidents Schwartz cited in his brief were wholly made up. Amazon began developing AI-powered recruiting tools in 2014 to help streamline the hiring process. However, there was a big issue. The system was heavily biased in favor of male candidates. By 2018, Reuters claimed that Amazon had decided to cancel the project owing of this issue. Okay, after reading all of these AI blunders, you can see that beginning a side gig with AI is not easy. If AI can bring damage to some of the world's most well-known brands, your AI side hustle website or social media accounts will always be at risk. The whole purpose of this video in providing you with all of this information is to prepare you for the shady side of AI before you begin a side hustle. Until now, we had the impression that AI lacks basic technical features and does not consider a person's emotional well-being, racism, or gender biasness. What if I told you that artificial intelligence is putting your data and privacy at risk? Someday you learn that your personal photos and other info have been leaked. How will you feel about it? It happened numerous times. There have been several severe issues presented in recent years, resulting in bans and fines for well-known figures around the world. First, let's discuss Facebook. A few years ago, Facebook was embroiled in a major data breach incident involving Cambridge Analytica. This corporation employed artificial intelligence to analyze the personal information of millions of Facebook users without their permission in order to influence political campaigns. The fallout was enormous. Not only did Facebook face significant fines, but it also sparked a global discussion about data protection and the ethical use of AI. And here's another example, which is Clearview AI. This startup developed a facial recognition engine that used billions of photographs from social media and other websites to generate a vast database. They sold access to this database to law enforcement and other organizations. The announcement of this prompted a massive outcry. People were outraged that their photographs were being used without authorization, and various nations began investigating Clearview AI for privacy concerns. Some regions have even prohibited the use of technology entirely. Let us not forget about Google. They were chastised for their AI-powered health data project, Project Nightingale. Google cooperated with a healthcare provider to collect and analyze health data from millions of people without their knowledge. When this became public, it raised severe concerns about patients' consent and the confidentiality of sensitive health information. Google faced significant unfavorable press and regulatory scrutiny. With all of this information, we conclude that businesses are not immune either. Some companies have faced legal action because their AI-generated marketing materials were flagged for copyright breaches. Even well-known industry figures are vulnerable. There's also the issue of AI scraping old information to learn and develop new material, which may sometimes blur the line between what's original and what's stolen. Even AI-generated marketing methods for side hustles fail to captivate customers and generate sales or profits. Consider the following article. All 3 side hustles created by this person failed, owing to a lack of marketing, flaws in AI-generated code, overly particular graphics, and so on and so forth. We cannot completely rely on AI for the success of our businesses. Though AI brings many opportunities, it cannot compete with human intelligence. Many articles and YouTube videos describe how to start a side hustle with AI, but they do not explain how to make it successful. What is lawful and illegal when it comes to AI side hustles? Here are some important considerations to bear in mind. Verify originality. Before deploying AI-generated content, run it via copyright checker to prevent infringement on existing works. This can help you avoid plagiarism. Know the terms of service. Each site has unique guidelines for AI content. To avoid being banned, make sure you read and understand the rules. Give credit where it's due. When employing AI technologies that rely on existing databases, it's important to properly credit and understand the licenses involved. Use trusted AI providers with explicit instructions and support for copyright issues, and stay up to date. AI and copyright laws are always evolving. Stay current to guarantee that your business operations are compliant. Running an AI side business can be extremely rewarding, but it is critical to be aware of these legal minefields. Don't let a little mistake jeopardize your hard work and get you blocked. So if you would like to see how I managed to use ChatGPT and avoid the traps of copyright to generate passive income, click here for a full tutorial.